Hello, welcome to part 2 for the Rockman on Java tutorial. So let's continue with the code. Alright, for last time, the last video we just made the window of the game. So today I will make something more. Alright, so here I just create a new class. Here for the name is game panel. You just extend the J panel and import something. Then you create a constructor on the game panel. So we do not do something in here, right? So maybe in the later. So you override the method pane, import the graphics, and here you draw something, maybe draw the light from 10 to 400 and 400. Go back to the group man, and here I will create a game panel and new the game panel, and create a method that store the game. In this I just call the game frame for set visible through, and for here I just call the game frame store game. Alright, so after I assign a new instance for the game panel, I will add the game panel to the frame. Alright, so let's run it to see result. Okay, so here we have the alright. I just draw something so you can see the whole of the screen. Just set the color red, and after that you fill a red from 0 for the left, 0 for top, and the width by the get width and get height. Alright, so you can see here you have the background in red for the whole of the screen. So all the thing, all the background right here is just the game panel. Alright, so I will now I will set the color to the black so you can see the light. right? And then I will implement a Runnable and implement the abstract method run. Runnable is just an interface for create a new thread. So when I implement a Runnable, so it just means I implement a thread. I will create a class. So game panel is also a thread by implement a Runnable. So because we implement a Runnable, so we need to override a method that run here. So in this we can do a background, uh, we can make a loop, an infinity loop, so you can update the game and render the game in here, but not impact with the UI thread, so the game won't be stuck, right? So in the here I will create a method, a start game, void, alright, and create a variable like the name game thread, and in the constructor, now in the game start game, I will assign an instance of the thread, of the game thread, by new thread with this, right? So here this is a runnable, it's also the game panel here, so the thread will get it a runnable and create a new thread with this run method, right? And after that I will call game thread and start. So we run, I will use an infinity loop and just print something. Maybe I use an integer from the 0, and every time I print y, after that I plus itself with 1. Alright, so for the start game, and go back to the rock menu here. In the start game, before I say visible, I will call the game panel start game. Right, and let's run it to see the result. So in the console here, you can see the variable I is just going to it just increase very fast. So in the game loop, you need to prevent this fast, because this fast is not good for the game loop. Alright, you need to limit it. So every second the best FPS, the better time to call the system. For example here, the best time to call the system and print the Y is 60 times per second. That is also called FPS, the number of the frame per second, right? So here I just call the thread sleep. So we now here 1000 and divided by 60 for uh, a time that take 1 per 60, right? So because the sleep method throw an exception, so we need to catch the exception. Alright, so let's run it. Okay, so now the game loop is slowly. Okay, so maybe I will do something more with this. Right, so for drawing here, I will put the y in the to be the member of the class. So we use the I for the S of the line here. I will plus with I here and run it to see result. Right, so I need to call a repaint method. When you call repaint, it just it's also called a paint here, so the screen will refresh. So let's run it. Okay, you can see it. The line changing. And if I increase the FPS by device more, maybe 600, so you can see it move faster. And if I don't sleep, okay, I don't sleep, so you can no longer to see the changes. So from now on you can understand why we need to call the sleep here. So this is the basic game loop. So after this video I will show you the advanced game loop. Okay, so and then I will explain how we need to use an advanced loop. Why we need to control the time for a loop. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.